Hello, welcome back to a new video. So I recently learned that you can buy slimes on Shein, and in case you don't know what it is, it's basically a global marketplace for shopping. They're mostly known for clothing, which is what I knew them as. I'm more excited to know what kind of slimes can you get on there, and when I was looking through the website, I noticed they are selling the same slimes on Temu as well, which is another marketplace. I've bought slimes from Temu before and I don't think I had a bad experience, so I thought, why not buy the same slimes from Shein and Temu and compare them? This got me really curious. Are they going to be any different? Any similarities? Are they going to look like the listing pictures? Are they going to smell the same? Are they going to include the same accessories, etc., etc.? Let's get started with the first slime. Let's start with Temu first. So this is a mango and sticky rice slime. Something I've noticed with the slimes from Temu and Shein are the packaging. They are all in the same exact green box that says slime on it, but the listing pictures are not identical. They're similar, but not identical. It came with an orange clear slime, some jelly cubes, and the black and white sprinkles. It was really fun to assemble this, and it looks so cute at the end. Mixing in the clear slime into the base was really satisfying and smooth. Okay, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't a big fan of the texture for a few reasons. The number one reason was just how much strength it required to play with this. It just wasn't smooth and easy to play with. Like if I wanted to poke this slime, I had to press on it with my hands with force. If I wanted to stretch it, same thing. Felt like it had some resistance to it, even though it doesn't rip when I stretch it. Definitely had more clay than slime. Besides that, I am obsessed with the smell. The mango scent is amazing. Like the good mangoes, authentic mango scent. It actually advertised as an odorless slime. Ain't nothing odorless about this, but it's okay because I love the scent. Even though playing with this was not the most fun, the smell makes it worth it. Now on to the Shein one. This one was actually $1 more, and the listing pictures, like I said, are not the same, but they are similar. This one had a realistic background, and also they showed the jelly cubes in the shape of a sliced up mango. It kind of does look like a clay piece, but I assure you they are jelly cubes. It came with exactly the same accessories, the same box. Oh, I forgot to mention that all of the slimes were shrink wrapped as well, which is really nice. I didn't notice anything different about the texture. It is exactly the same. However, the smell for this one is weaker than the Temu one, and that's about it. Here's the second slime. I'm starting with Temu first. This is a honey themed slime with a DIY honeycomb clay. These pictures looked similar to the pictures that were for the previous slime on Shein. It had that realistic background. Again, it came in the same green box. All the accessories and everything are exactly like in the pictures. I didn't realize this because I completely forgot. They actually gave me a separate mold for the clay piece, so you make it yourself. This is a true DIY hands-on experience right here. I had so much fun doing that, and I thought that was such a fun idea, and it was really easy, and it came out of the mold easily and smooth. It also came with an orange clear slime that represents the honey, and also some bee-themed female slices and the honey stick. I loved how it looked after I assembled everything. Mixing clear slime into clay is just so nice to look at, and this has got to be one of the best textures ever. I know this is only the second slime in the video, but I'm just saying right here, I'm foreshadowing that this is the best texture in this entire video. Even though it's really thick and dense, it still is stretchy, and it's great for playing on the table. It makes okay bubble pops, but I didn't expect it to make great bubble pops because there's clay in it. It was really easy and smooth to play with. It smelled really nice. It had a fruity scent, more of a combination of different fruits. I smelled some pineapples, some mangoes, and watermelon. Also, this reminds me of Dole Whip. If you guys get the chance, definitely try the Dole Whip at Disney World. It is divine. Overall, I was really happy with this. Here's the same slime from Shein. This one is $1.50 more. Pictures are identical. Maybe some are taken at a different angle, but the background, the lighting, the same. Came in the same green box, had the same accessories. Texture-wise, I didn't see any difference at all. They were both similar, and they also smelled the same as well. Next slime is this moon milk slime with a purple bear charm, starting with Temu. Again, with these pictures, they all have that grass tree background with the natural lighting from the sun. Everything came just like the pictures, and everything came in its own separate baggie. So there was a separate baggie of flown beads, a separate bag for the glitters and female slices. The charm came by itself. I assure you the charm is purple, not violet. I'm not sure why the camera is making it look violet. This is probably one of the most unique textures I've ever felt. It looks and feels rubbery, but it doesn't feel like it's overactivated in a way. Usually when a slime is overactivated and you stretch it, it rips. But when you stretch this one, you can stretch it, but it doesn't rip. You also feel some resistance when you stretch it. This is another slime that insults your strength, because damn, you really need strong arms and hands to play with this. It requires so much strength just to poke it, squish it, stretch it, all the things. It smelled like grapes, but like grape medicine, which is not the kind that I like. I'm just gonna say I wasn't happy with this one. And here is the same slime from Shein. Listing pictures are identical. This one was cheaper by 1 cent. It came with the same exact accessories. It smelled exactly the same. Texture-wise, I would say they're similar, but this one I had an easier time playing with. It still had that rubbery feel and look to it, but I was able to play with this one more at ease. Next up, starting with Temu, is a frog themed slime that also has a DIY clay element to it. But this is not just any frog, this is the Karobi. I forgot if I mentioned this already, but all the slimes included a choking hazard sheet. I absolutely love the color. This shade of green right here is gorgeous. I was also surprised to see another DIY clay mold. I wasn't sure what it was. It looked like an ice cream scoop to me. I also had a hard time taking the clay out of the mold. It wasn't smooth at all, so it looks funky, but we're just gonna work with it. It also included a small white slime that goes on top. The frog themed female slices are so stinking cute. The texture of this is very similar to the first slime I reviewed in this video, that mango and sticky rice slime. It felt like it had more clay than slime. A lot of these slimes I noticed so far are really dense and thick, but even with that, you can still stretch them. I just didn't really like how you need so much strength just to stretch and poke and squish this. It's not fun. This smelled really good. It reminded me of like green apple juicy fruit gum. That matches the slime perfectly. Now let's compare the same one from Shein. This one is 2 cents cheaper. Listing pictures are not the same. This one has that outdoor background. It included everything but the frog female slices. I had an easier time making the clay in this mold. I think because the clay from the Temu package is too soft and this one was just right, so it came out better. Other than that, everything is the same. Texture, the smell, all of that. Last but not least, this is a winter themed jelly cube slime from Temu. It came with the jelly cubes and the blue and white flowers, or oh no, they're not flowers, snowflakes. Well, actually they do kind of look like flowers as well, but we're just gonna go with snowflakes because it's a winter theme. So it came with everything that is listed in the photos, so that's a plus. The blue clear slime that it came with smelled awful. It smelled like rotten corn. It was not a pleasant scent at all, but the base of this smelled so nice. It reminded me of the same scent in that honey slime that I reviewed. It had that fruity smell to it, like a combination of different fruits. Mine was also missing the penguin charm. It was just really beautiful, mixing in the blue clear slime with the white base, creating a sort of avalanche look. Texture wise, I would say it's similar to the purple moon slime. It has that rubbery look and feel to it, but you can still play with this, stretch it, poke it, squish it. I also really liked how glossy this looks. I enjoyed this one. I was initially turned off by the awful smell from the blue clear slime, but once you mix that in, you can barely smell it. The base covers it right up. Lastly, the same one from Shein, and it's $1 cheaper. It's the same slime, but the pictures are not the same. Totally different backgrounds. In this one, the blue clear slime did not smell like rotten corn, thank God. It smelled pretty much the same as the base, which is that fruity smell. Texture is the same, it had that rubbery feel and look to it. Although this one, I had an easier time playing with this. This one felt more smooth to play with, even though also I forgot to mention that this one included the penguin charm as well. That concludes this video. I had a lot of fun comparing the same slime from Temu and Shein. It was really interesting. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!